In 1981, God laid the foundation.
And it was a group of about 12 couples who got together and approached Wayside Chapel and their leadership about starting a new work on the northeast side of town.
There's the oak tree right there by the playground. It's the big oak tree that's right there by the playground, and that's when we bought the land here. That was one of the biggest clearings. So when the church came out here and we met underneath that tree.
And over a period of a year, we got together all of the plans and spent a lot of time in prayer. And then in 1982, September of 1982, we had our first full service at El Dorado Elementary School. It was a great time, and we just really loved meeting all new people and getting excited about the Lord.
We'd come out here on Easter Sundays and have the sunrise services, and then a lot of people would scatter and take pictures in the bluebonnets after Easter. And then that tree also, we met underneath that tree when we did the groundbreaking for the first building.
When we first came here, there was just this sanctuary and a very tiny kitchen that they now serve communion from. Sunday schools were meeting in the church, but then very quickly grew to the point where we were having homes open up for Sunday schools, and we were all over the place meeting, and then we'd come back here for meeting in the sanctuary. The thought of building now again is very exciting to us because we know it'll fill again.
God continues to bless this congregation. Ministry to families has always been a focus.
You know, there are a lot of things that I think Northeast Bible does well, and I'm not sure we're even close to peaking at these things. But I would say this church really is good in a crisis. When someone has a need, a burden, they've suffered through some things, this collection of people from all over sort of requires us to be family to one another. And so when you see a physical crisis, a medical crisis, I've watched this body really quickly come together to get something done.
God has always shown the greater truth through the most precious of all His children.
Jesus means that He's always going to be in my heart and that I'm always going to love Him and He's never going to come out of my heart.
I think it's critically important that we reach our kids. The world is after our kids. They're after our kids and they're after our families. And I think that any way that we can help parents with their kids, we're just building leadership for tomorrow.
We are beginning to minister to kids in a great way, and it's just getting better and better. And the youth also, everything's so new, and it's just like doors are just being opened for all kinds of new things around here.
The challenge now is responding to God's call to teach His children.
Like my 2-year-old's room is bursting at the seams. They need more space, so there's tons of kids in that room.
We have to do that for our kids. It's that important.
You go to a first grade room, there's 36 kids in it. And I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure it's hard for mom and dad to worship and listen to the Bible when they're worried about what is going on with their child in the classroom. And basically, really, this church had not quite put together a full complement for its facilities. You know, we have a sanctuary worship center of some type. It's not large enough, but you know, we don't really have a youth building. We have portables. We have things that say, I mean, it's a funny thing about our money, what we spend on, because it really does communicate something. What do we value?
A new youth and education building provides for future generations, future church leaders, and another foundation for servants of the Lord.
I have lifelong friends that I still have from my church growing up. And when we talk about this building campaign and when we talk about this church growing and being able to support more, it is a dream of mine and Summer's to be able to put our children in a place like we were blessed with growing up, where our kids will grow up playing basketball with other couples' kids at the gym, or doing this, or going to church camp, or doing all the things that provide a foundation so that these kids can grow up and enter the world having this home base as a place where they can be safe and secure and develop.
Hearts are changed.
My family had never really been to church. I had some pretty awesome basketball coaches one summer, and they definitely encouraged me to get to know Christ. And I was baptized that summer. It was the summer of my freshman year, and as soon as we got back from vacation, we started looking for a church, and my parents said that they had heard some good things about Northeast, so we decided to try it out, and I liked it, and they liked it a lot, so we actually went to service for a while, and I saw a lot of the kids and youth group who would all hang out, you know, and come to service, so I decided I really wanted to get involved. And so I started coming to the youth group, and it's been over a year now, and it's really nice. It's like a family.
I just want to live my life every day for Christ, and that's how it goes, and they've taught me that. They've taught me how to do that, and that's what I want to strive for.
Pray about your involvement and let God work through you to lay the next foundation for His cause.
What I'm convinced of is if we impact individuals who impact their families, who impact their workplace and their schools, you can't keep that from impacting the community.
We're really excited right now with the growth that we've seen, with the new pastors that are coming in, with the just the opportunity to grow and to minister to people, and to be able to see generation after generation benefit from what we're doing now.
Who knows what business leaders and civic leaders and community leaders God's going to raise up through this church. But when that happens, the impact is the sort of thing that God will measure, but all of us, wink wink, are going to see how this church played a role in it.
And I believe with all my heart that God is going to raise this youth group up and grow it bigger than our present congregation, and then reach out to the parents and reach out to the community.
Why don't we build a circle? Why don't we build